Hi everyone, this is Elisa from Anai's Toy Box Crochet, and I'm here because I was tagged. I was tagged for a hashtag amigurumi books tag. I just had to look just to make sure I said it right. Hashtag amigurumi book tag. Book tag. Just no S's. Okay, so I was tagged by Kim the Crafty Nomad and Crystal from Ricola's Crochet Corner. And so I'm going to show my books. You guys are going to be really disappointed when you see my books. If you came to look for inspiration for which book to buy, you're not going to get it from me. I have a total of 5 amigurumi books, and I'm not sure if one of them counts. I don't know if amigurumi magazines count, so I did not put those in. I have digital magazines. I have a lot of those. But let me just say, okay, I used to contribute to 2 magazines, and I have a digital copy. They're both digital magazines. They were never hard copies. And I have every single magazine that I contributed to. So I'm not going to look at those, but I'm just going to say they're in the Round magazine, and oh my gosh. That magazine has been so closed. It's closed for so long. I don't remember the name. Let me pause and I'll let you know what the name. Okay, I found it. It's Happy to Hook magazine, but I'm actually that is a mostly amigurumi magazine, but not completely. That one, she hasn't been making magazines in a long time. So In the Round is still being published, but I think it's being published every quarter or bi-monthly. I'm not exactly sure anymore because I haven't been keeping up. In the Round magazine is more for more advanced crocheters or amigurumists. So if you're interested, you could look it up. If you go to my Ravelry page, there's a bunch listed as the ones that I have contributed to. And those are the magazines that I have, the numbers. I never actually bought one. I only have, but I've made stuff out of it. There are some great patterns in there. But I've never bought one. It's just whatever I contributed to, those are the ones I have. So I'm not really counting those. So yeah, so I have 2 digital magazines, 2 digital books. So the books, I'm gonna pop up a cover of the first one, which is my Crochet Doll by Isabel Kessedgin. Kessedgin. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. But I bought this. I was very active on Facebook in all the amigurumi groups, or a lot of the amigurumi groups, for a long time. And that book was so super popular. Everybody was buying it. Everybody was making the doll. Everybody was making the outfits, because my Crochet Doll is, there's one doll and there's a whole bunch of outfits and accessories to go with her in the book. So I jumped into the bandwagon and I got myself a digital copy off Etsy. It's still there on Etsy. I'll link it down below if you're interested in getting the digital copy. And I made the doll, and I'll put up a picture somewhere. I'm hoping to be putting up pictures of the stuff I made out of the books, pop up any which way. But I made the doll, but I didn't make not a single one of the accessories. I made up my own outfit. I didn't look at any of the outfits. I don't know if I recommend the book, because I made it so long ago that I don't remember anything. I remember I didn't like the part that how do you attach the legs part, and I ended up doing my own thing there. I just didn't like the way she did it. So do I recommend it? I honestly have to say I don't know if I recommend it, because it's been so long since I made the doll. And like I said, sorry about the house noises. I don't live alone. But anyways, I don't remember much to know if I should recommend it. But I did make one doll, and I hope I put it up somewhere. Yeah, so that's the first one. And I'm going to do the digital ones first. The second one is the one that, this is the only thing. Well, it's not the only thing. I made another one. This is the doll I made out of it. I will talk more about it tomorrow. It is, let me get the title of the book properly. It has been tagged in my last two What I've Been Up To videos. It is Dress Up Doll with 12 Outfits. It is a purely digital book. Like, you will never find a hard copy of that one. Like my Crochet Doll, you could get that in a hard copy, but this one is just digital. I was gifted that by the designer, who's Erica Du. Erica Du is the designer, and she gifted it to all her testers. So I have made 2 dolls out of that, and I do recommend that. I made this one, and I popped up the one that, I'll pop up the one that I tested if I could find a picture of it. So I made 2 dolls out of it. It is relatively easy to understand. It's not, you know what? Even beginners can make it. You need to have a little bit of experience in amigurumi. It wouldn't be, if you decided, hey, I want to make my first amigurumi project ever, these are not the dolls to choose. But if you've already done a few and you want to try to make a doll, these are pretty nice. They're really nice. Like I said, I've made 2 of them. It was gifted to me by the designer. All right, so those are the 2 books. I'm not sure if the second one counts, but I just put it in anyways. And the rest, my physical books, are these 3. Oops. Should have checked. Okay, are these 3. So I'm going to talk about this one first. This is Sweet Crochet Friends. Why did I buy this? I was following the designer on Etsy and Instagram for a long time. Now, you might have realized if you watched any of my videos, I'm very careful of the patterns I buy. And even though I let it get over, like, I mean, lots of people wouldn't say I overbought, but to the, like, if I don't make it, it does cause me a little bit of stress when I buy a pattern. And so I did let myself get overwhelmed with the amount of patterns that I had, which is why I'm doing the make a pattern that I've had for a while every month thing, just so I could go through those patterns. So I'm careful when I buy patterns. I still am, like now I'm even more careful than I was then, but I never ended up buying one of her patterns. My favorite, and I was just waiting for, I guess, opportunity, but I wonder if I could find it, the big picture. I should have put thing. This is the pattern that sold me to this book. I love bunnies. I mention it a lot that I love bunnies. And when I saw that one, I had to get it. She made it as a, I was eyeing it on her store for a while, and then all of a sudden it disappeared from her store. And then I found out why. It's because she put it in the book. So I was following, her name is Cook K. I was following her on Instagram and on Etsy for a very, very long time before, and I just never got around to getting a pattern by her. And when I found out she had a book, I had to get it. And yes, I have made stuff out of it. I've made this. I'm actually popping up the ones I've made. You should be seeing pictures of it as I'm speaking. But I made that. I made the hippo. I already said I made the raccoon. Did I make the koala? I don't remember if I made the koala. I know it's on my list to make. I've, of course, made this bunny. Definitely. That was the first thing I made. I just don't remember if I made the koala or not. But I've made I've made 3, possibly 4 of these Sweet Crochet Friends. So that's the first book I have. I had another book which I have already gifted because I basically made everything that I wanted to make. So I'm not even going to talk about that one. This one is my second book, which is Kawaii Crochet. Why did I buy this book? I bought this book because before she started, she published the book. She had some of her patterns on Ravelry for free. And I saved, I think, one of them. I don't know. I favorited a bunch of them, but for some reason, I pressed save to library for one of them and not the rest. I missed out. And I favorited a bunch of them, and I found it in my favorite list, and I clicked on it, and then I found out she got a book. So I'm like, let me try out the one I already have. So I had, I don't know if that one's in this book, but I had a little cake pattern. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to make that cake and see if I like it. And if I like it, then I should have checked to see if it was in here before I started. I don't think it is. No, it's not. So I tried out the cake pattern and I totally enjoyed it. I loved it so much that I'm like, ooh, I need to make another one. But of course I don't have any of them saved to my library anymore, and I had to go buy the book to get it. So I'm going to show you the ones. I've made quite a bit of it. In the red, this is divided in color, so you could see what you're doing. I made this apple, which hopefully I'm not giving away any of the pattern. I made this apple. I made 2 of them technically out of fingering weight yarn, and I put earrings, earring backing on it, and sent it to Granny D. So if you watch Granny D Thompson in any of her lives, not any of her lives, some of her lives, she's wearing those earrings. So I made those into earrings. So I made 2 of them, but it was, I don't know if you would call it 1 project or 2 projects. I'm going to show this page right now. I made the orange juice because I love orange juice. This, again, I made with fingering weight yarn. It is hanging in on my purse now. I put a keychain with it and I hang it on my purse. So that one I made with fingering weight yarn. So that's orange. Hopefully I am popping up pictures of my final project. I did not make yellow. Did I make any green? Nope. I didn't make any green. Oh, I did make in green, but I'm going back. I'm sorry for this. I totally was not organized. I didn't notice it because it's right here hiding in the corner, but I made this pair. And that one I made with bulk 5 weight yarn. Yeah, it was a big pair. I gave it to my nephew. I've made the ice cream twice. No, once. I made the ice cream once, and I made the milk. My son, last year when he was in 1st grade, took it to school every single day to play with. And he took this ice cream I made this one in 4 weight yarn, and I made this one with 2 weight yarn. Yeah, I think it was 2 weight yarn. And that one's my daughter's. She did not take it to school every day. She wouldn't let me. I asked her, do you want me to put a keyring in it so you could use it as a backpack hook? She goes, no, it'll get dirty. So that's somewhere in her room. She probably doesn't know where. My feelings are, yes, it gets dirty. My orange juice is definitely faded from the summer sun. But at least I get to enjoy it and see it all the time instead of hiding it off somewhere. Anyways, her choice. This is the one my son got, the strawberry ice cream in pink. And is there anything else I made? I don't think I made anything else in this book. I do intend to make other stuff in this book. I really do like this book. They're really cute. And so those are 2 of the books. And now my newest book. Now, why did I buy this? This is the Pika Pow 3. The patterns in here are super, super cute. But I didn't buy it for myself. I gotta tell you, Zara Tabassum won Amigurumi Wars from last year, 2022. She won Amigurumi Wars from 2022, and my intention has always been the winners will get an Amigurumi book because, hello, it's an Amigurumi Wars, you know, hashtag. But she lives in India, so I had to buy a digital copy of it. So I went to, I think it's amigurumi.com. And if you go to amigurumi.com, they do like the Zumigurumis, the Lilith stuff. They published a bunch of different books, including the Pika Pow. And if you go there, you could buy the digital versions of the book. That you could limit. There's a limit on how many times you could download it, but you can buy it. And so I bought the digital version of this book and sent it to her. But, you know, because I now have the digital version, because, you know, I have it, I could always go back to amigurumi.com and re-download it. Even if I delete it, I just have it. And, you know, if 2 people have the designs, you really, for me, in my personal opinion, they deserve, it takes so long and so much effort to design one of these things. Putting it together in a pattern takes long and it's not easy. And then putting it together in a book, again, not easy. And I feel like the amount you're giving a pattern designer is not, I mean, anyways, the amount that they deserve getting, if there's two people looking at the same patterns in the same pattern book, they deserve it to have the money for both people. So since I already have it as a digital version, I bought the physical version. So yeah, this one, I haven't made anything out of it. It is brand new. Like I got it like last week. I don't have anything to show out of it. The first one I'm going to make is this bear. I think it's so super cute. Okay, I'm hoping the first thing is a bear, but the bunny might be the first thing because it's a bunny. I really like foxes, but I don't especially like this fox, so I'm probably not going to buy the fox. I did choose this book because I really liked the patterns in it. I really did. But the main reason I chose this book over all the other books in the amigurumi, in amigurumi.com is, let's see, this pattern. Do I love red pandas? I mean, they're fine. My daughter loves red pandas.
Yes.
Yes, she does. Ever since she was 2 and the first time we took her to Central Park Zoo, she loves red pandas. I have already made her, how many did I make you? 3?
I think.
I've already made her 3 red pandas. Maybe even 4, I'm not sure. And every time she sees a red panda pattern, it's like, Mommy, can you make that for me? So I didn't even show it to her before I bought it. But when I saw that this book had a red panda pattern, out of all the books there, it took me a while to decide which one to choose. Out of all the books in amigurumi.com, I bought this one because it has the red panda. You know, if you know you have something to make for someone, you know what? Make it. But I'm not going to make the red panda first. I'm going to make this one. No, this one. Finger. This one is the first one I'm going to make. Anyways, those are my books. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, even though there isn't too much. I know if you watch other people's videos, oh my gosh, I was tempted by some of those books. I was so tempted. It's not much, but it's what I have. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you, Crystal, and thank you, Kim, for tagging me. And who am I going to tag? I'm going to tag Anita from y.o.h crochet, and I think I'm going to do Stitch-a-Doo Doll. I'd like to see what type of book she has too. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to hear more from me, please subscribe.